Muslims at the time of Muhammad knew there were problems in different Qurans. Muslims at the time of Abu Bakr knew there were problems in the different Qurans. Muslims at the time of Uthman knew there were problems in different Qurans. Muslims in 912 knew there were different Qurans and there were problems with them. But they were okay with that. But as the time went on, story has been changed. Quran has been perfectly preserved, dot by dot, letter by letter, sound by sound, word by word. And this has been brought up to attention of Muslims, where Mohammed Hijab interviews Sheikh Yasir Qadi and then asks him questions about the preservation of the Quran. Even though Yasir Qadi, bless him, he made to the London streets with what all he said. Of course, I would love to encourage you to go and watch the video, but you cannot watch the video because now it's gone. But he was asked about the preservation of the Quran. He expressed that the standard narrative has holes in it. He expressed that the issue of ahruf and the preservation and the qiraat and the relationships between them are very, very difficult issues. Because he knows, even though there are 40 different views regarding what is ahruf, he knows only Allah knows what ahruf is. He knows that those qiraats has nothing to do with Muhammad. It end up in the Islamic history much later than Muhammad. And he knows it's all messed up. He expresses that even the most advanced of our scholars are not able to respond to this question. And then he was pushed, even though he expressed, "Don't push me, Muhammad, I don't like it." He was pushed, and he expressed that he was asked, "If I gave you the blank Musaf, what would you write?" He simply said, "Allah knows best." It is not a simple answer, because he's aware actually there are different Qurans out there. He's aware that they don't have the Quran of Muhammad today. He expressed that those are the pressing questions people are poking us now. And they haven't done a good job to answer people's. Now those are the red lines. Do not cross the red lines. Yet apparently people are crossing those red lines. One of those red lines are being crossed when Mohammed Hijab simply took out this part of the video, this part of the conversation from his video by pretending it never happened. Quran has been perfectly preserved. And Sheikh Yasir Qadi kept the video for a while. As he kept the video, he received some comments under his video. Of course, in that time, Mohammed Hijab was quite happy because he didn't even put that part of the video. As the comments were simply expressing how it is causing Muslims to have doubt in their faith. As the comments were causing problems in Ummah, what happened was, miracle happens, of course. Yasir Qadi simply hides the comment part of comments from his YouTube channel. That means you cannot see the comments. Therefore, even though Muslims says it is causing me to have doubts, then you pretend actually no, it is not causing anyone to have any doubts or anything, because it is already caused people to have doubts. Therefore, all you do is you just pretend it never happened. First comments are being removed because they expressed the doubt in the faith of people, and then time went on, whole video is been taken out. And we've been asking Muslim missionaries at Speakers Corner regarding this, simply taking a blank mushaf and ask Muslims to write something down. You get bullied, mocked, made fun of, and they simply run away. So, it's not that I have doubts. I am confident that Quran has not been preserved. Historical account and traditional account tells us. Muhammad confirms us. Abu Bakr confirms us. Ubay bin Ka'b confirms. Ibn Masud confirms. Uthman confirms. Aisha confirms. Quran has not been perfectly preserved. Tradition and history tells me, and I'm very confident. I've got like zero doubt. I've got zero doubt on that. But Muslims are expressing their doubts. Muslims are expressing their doubts regarding preservation of the Quran. And Muslim missionaries are making videos after videos, videos after videos to simply handle the doubts. Apparently, no one was able to give any proper answer to what are those different Arabic Qurans, what is this ahruf, what is this mess in the Quran, what kind of hole is this, black hole, Swiss cheese hole. Even you can make that as a fun, but Muslim missionaries after Muslim missionaries try to kind of justify what's happening, and finally, Mohammed Hijab decides to justify the doubts and talks about the interview which he made caused people to have doubts, and he simply answers their doubts.
Yes, that's fine. But then you have Muslims say, I've got doubts, I don't know, and this can't be quiet. Have some guts, be a man. Stop being the slave of the Orientalists. Come on, it's an inferiority complex. Why, man? This is embarrassment. Wallahi, some people have been calling me and giving me some emails. Brother, I have doubts. What doubts, man? What embarrassment is that? Why you have doubts? Why?
Why you have doubts? It's an embarrassment. You have doubts because you heard the standard narrative has holes in it. You heard that your mom, your father, your friends, your brothers, your imams, your sheikhs, and even your Muslim missionaries are lying to you. Is that causing you doubt? If that is the case, be quiet. That is the answer. That is the answer. After months, a Muslim missionary who is responding, and this is the guy apparently, who took that part of the conversation out of his channel. And now he's telling people, I am quiet. I took that part out. I am pretending it never happened. Please follow my advice. Be quiet. Be quiet. I find it is amazing. He doesn't stop there. He calls people who he calls to have doubt, calls them fools.
What? What's the problem? I don't understand. Why you have doubts? What kind of man are you anyway? Huh? What kind of woman are you? What kind of Muslim are you? What kind of Muslim are you? Let's be honest about the situation. Putting doubts in that one's heart and that one's mind and this one's soul. Be quiet, man. This is all in our tradition. Don't have doubts, brother. I've been getting emails and text message and this and that after the podcast. What I was just why? Why? Oh, holes in it. He means holes in it. He doesn't mean holes. He wouldn't mean holes in this narrative. He
wouldn't mean holes in this narrative. When he said the standard narrative has holes in it, he wouldn't mean holes. Of course, he had the opportunity to just explain it. But what he did was took the video down. And what kind of Muslim you are having a doubt? You could be like me. I asked the question. I have zero doubt. Why? Because I took that part of the conversation out of the video. I didn't want you to know because I knew it will cause you doubt. And I know it is causing me doubt. What I do is I take the part out and we pretend nothing happened. What kind of Muslim are you? You are having a doubt. Why would you have a doubt? While Ubay bin Ka'b had a doubt. Why would you have a doubt while your Muslim sheikhs are having a doubt? Why would you have a doubt while Muhammad himself doubted? Why? Are you much better than? You should be much better. You should be much better. You cannot have any doubts. Look, I took the video down. I took that part out of the conversation. It never happened. What kind of people you are expressing that you have doubts? What kind of Muslim are you?
Why did Sheikh Yasir Qadi say that there were holes in the standard narrative? He made a mistake by saying that. He shouldn't have said this. He was talking to me as if he should, like Yani, we were in the classroom talking about the Qur'an's views. He told me that.
Yeah, he made a mistake, and the way Sheikh Yasir Qadi made a mistake, to fix that mistake is just pretending it never happened. He made a mistake. The way I, as Mohammed Hijab, I needed to fix that mistake. It was just poor choice of the words. What I did, I took that part out of my video. Why? Because I knew it is gonna cause you to have doubts.
Of what he's saying, but it really angers me. Yeah, it really angers me that there are some Muslims actually losing faith. Meaning, why is everyone so hung up on what happens about Yasir Qadi? Sorry, if Yasir Qadi jumps off a cliff, we're going to jump off a cliff. If Yasir Qadi commits suicide, we're going to commit suicide. If Yasir Qadi, he did this, we're going to do that with him. And if Yasir Qadi become apostate, we're going to become apostates. There are big scholars that became disbelievers, ex-Muslims and apostates. Does that mean when those become ex-Muslims and apostates that we're going to... Religious switching is a part of human life. I'm not saying Yasir Qadi is going to fit into that. But what I'm saying is, why are people so hung up, Yani, with all due respect, about what people think? Yani, so what Yasir Qadi said, there's holes in the standard narrative, that's all I'm going to say. That's what he said. If you bring something else, what he said in his emails, and this is not my business, what he said in his emails, and what he meant is decontextualized. I'm sorry, I can't comment on that. But that's that, Yani. Khalas. You stop being like obsessed celebrity, obsessive personalities, with all due respect. Who cares what Yasir Qadi said? Why he cares so much? Why? Why? Doesn't matter what he said, to be honest, with all due respect.
It angers Muslim missionaries as people email in to tell them they are losing their faith, they are expressing their doubts. It angers Muslim missionaries. After Yasir Qadri has been thrown under the bus with his statements, Muslim missionaries get angry. Why? He didn't want to get angry, therefore he took that part out of his video. He didn't want you to know. Now, as the messages, emails are coming where people are losing their faith, where people are expressing they've got doubts, all you've got to do is just pretend it was a mistake. But please don't send me email to express you are losing your faith because the interview I did with Sheikh Yasir Qadi. Please don't send me messages that you are losing your faith, you've got doubts. Don't do that. Why? Because I can't control my emotions. I get angry. I didn't want to get angry. Because of that, I took the video down, half of the video down, and I pretend that interview never happened. I'm trying to now fix it, but I cannot fix it because people are losing their faith. Why? The standard narrative has holes in it. At the time of Muhammad, people had a problem with Quran, with Islam. At the time of Abu Bakr, at the time of Umar, at the time of Uthman, in 10th century. And people choose to walk away from. Yet they knew the consequences. In somehow Muslim missionaries are trying to shut Muslims down because they don't want people to become ex-Muslims. Therefore, you are told, if you are expressing your doubts, you are fool. If you are expressing your doubts, if you are expressing that it starts shaking your faith, you are angering Muslim missionaries. Why? I don't know his heart, but maybe you are even causing him to lose the money he's making from decades of lying. But bottom line is this: standard narrative has holes in it, and it is causing Muslims have doubt in their faith. It is helping Muslims to leave Islam.